Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Forex update for the day. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we will go straight over to those charts. So Euro US dollar first on the daily. Let's just zoom this in a little bit. Here we go. So on the daily, you can see we're having a little bit of indecision. Yesterday's candle came down and touched our horizontal we had basically drawn in, and as you can see we have bounced off that, and well, we've come all the way up, poked our head above the horizontal, the breakdown level we were looking at, and found our way back underneath it now. So it does look to me like we are going to play this range out on this high potentially. Unless we do start to get some acceleration to the downside. But you can kind of see there's rejection of price in the lower half of this zone, and there's rejection of price back above this horizontal level. So it stands to reason that there is a likely probability that we will stay in the zone for a bit. So yeah, so definitely something to keep an eye on there, just for some more sideways trading. You can kind of see where the daily 21 is. I mean, I've been saying we're going to come back and touch this daily 21, but if we play some sideways and the daily 21 moves up to here, I mean, that will obviously result in a touch of the daily 21 quite clearly. So yeah, I mean, it's good though. Good that horizontal level broke down and then hit our target, our initial target, and then yeah, bounced back up. So nothing TD wise there on the daily, and then the 4 hour. Zooming in on the 4 hour, just see what's going on with the TD. Yeah, it was obviously we sold down. We rallied off the TD8, so the 9 candle sort of was front run, but I wouldn't necessarily say it was front run. I would just say we hit the downside target level, and that's why we bounced there, as opposed to waiting for the 9 candles. So yeah, I mean, realistically, I think we'll play some sideways now. That's kind of what this looks like to me. So cable is let's go to the daily first. Yeah, cable, I mean, it's still toppy, a bit of indecision yesterday, more follow through to the downside today so far. So are we going to lose this level and play out some downside? I mean, for this asset, for this pair, I would realistically looking for targets around here, which will potentially be below the daily 21. But I mean, we have got the 50 period coming up for golden cross, but obviously at the moment the 50 period is still below the 200, so we're not in a full bullish moving average posture at the moment. And as you can see, there's no trend indicator from the 200 apart from the fact we're above it. So yeah, I mean, I would be looking for a test down to this horizontal. Yeah, not necessarily straight down there, but just maybe some sideways and down, basically. 12 hour, we won't have anything on the TD here. Obviously we had the nice acceleration on the TD9. We do like to talk about the acceleration on the TD9, and yeah, that perfect TD9 was sold basically off the TD9 on the 4 hour, which we looked at that yesterday. But yeah, this is looking in jeopardy, this level. It is looking in jeopardy, and this is not an important level as here. So I would be targeting down there. So over to our good old dollar index. So yeah, we did get a nice sort of back test of this zone. We lost we obviously lost this horizontal, this level here, as in lost it to the upside. So we were go bearish, and then obviously we lost that. Yeah, so we did poke above this other horizontal, this other area of interest, and yeah, subsequently came back down. So we are moving back up to it. So this could be we could get more of a substantial pullback in the dollar. I mean, the next level of interest is this mid 94s. So yeah, definitely don't rule that out. Obviously that's a 4 hour time frame. Let's go over to the daily. I mean, yeah, daily again, you can see a bit of a sort of doji candle, bearish looking candle. But we could yeah, still be bullish from here, because this is obviously, as it stands, a kind of bullish looking candle. But I would say if we do close this next candle below the low of here or above this horizontal, that will probably indicate the direction for me, really. Below here, more downside; above there, more upside. Nothing TD wise really to see on the daily. 12 hour, won't be anything really TD wise to see, just a bit of price flipping. And then the 4 hour, yeah, not really a lot to see. Looking like we are, well, it's obviously a a higher low potentially on the 4 hour at least, compared to that level. So we are going to try and take out this high and then make some progress to around the mid 94s. Unless obviously we lose this low. So euro pound God, this is why I don't like overcomplicating my charts, guys. But yeah, so what we basically, we were looking at this. We were looking at this horizontal level and this trend line to potentially support price. And we now got that broke back up, the break back above both. So the target is the top of the trend line. So yeah, I would that's what I would be looking at here. And yeah, I mean, this was the top of the 12-hour 9. We're looking at a potential buy area, buy zone, buy level, and yeah, I mean, we did basically trade above it, close above it, make progress above it. So yeah, good long trade. And now this one could run. This one could do obviously up to the top of that top of the channel. So definitely one to be well, be involved in. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Let's get to that daily first. But yeah, you can see it's a difficult one. Well, it's not a difficult one. I mean, you just really got to wait to see how the daily 9 plays out. But you guys know what I'm going to say now, don't you? I would expect acceleration into this 9, potentially getting us to this level, which is the daily 200, and then a bounce off there. So I wouldn't expect it to accelerate straight through the daily 200 in one go. But I'd expect a bounce off here, back up to around here, and then maybe some more downside. Maybe we get supported by the 200 and go and stay bullish. There's not really a lot like trend really decision wise. We're sort of looking topped out, but I mean, we could still definitely have continuation to the upside. But yeah, daily 9 coming up, so I'll be watching for the move down, and then if it moves down to around the 200 holds there, that would be a good potential long trade. Obviously the head and shoulders here. That could take us down obviously to the next level, but that would take us through the daily 200. But I guess if anything's going to take us through it would be a chart pattern like that to facilitate blasting us down to this level. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. It's obviously looking a bit looking strong today. So yeah, we got back above this level. I mean, this kind of looks like an inverted head and shoulders. And yeah, we've realistically a target at the top of here. So we are above this neckline, and we are basically making progress. So yeah, realistically, you'd expect us to get to the top of the channel and then decide how strong we are going to be up there. We have obviously back tested this a few times, and now we are making, well, we were making progress through those highs. So yeah, I mean, it's looking bullish, it's looking good. No real reason to be bearish on this. Just give it its chance to get going. US dollar, Japanese yen. 12 hour, yep, we are back testing this level, so really you got to see how we play with this level now. Do we blast through, and then in which case we'll probably get more upside, at least to the daily 200, or do we fail, get rejected? That would probably be any sort of signs of failure or rejection up here. I mean, on this daily, realistically trading below here, you would expect us to hit this trend line and then break through here, and then come down here. That would be the logical move, but obviously that doesn't have to happen. We make progress above here, then yeah, I mean, the short squeeze will be on. The short squeeze will be on, and obviously we had a nice, well, it wasn't the bottom, but it signaled nearly the bottom, and then we got the doji candle and then blasted off. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. It's daily first, daily. Yeah, I mean, again, we sort of hit a horizontal level, but it's not that the most significant level. But yeah, now playing out weakness. I mean, if we lose basically the low of yesterday's candle, I'd expect acceleration down to here, and then probably down to there. On the balance of probabilities, I mean, what we've really got is just a bounce off the 9 here. So 1 to 4 candle correction. Looks like it may have been a 1 candle correction, but we'll see. Yeah, not really much to see on there. And the 4 hour. Did we get a 4 hour 9 here? Looks like we might have done. Yeah, 4 hour 9 there. Yeah, and obviously once we took out that low acceleration to the downside. So yeah, great 4 hour 9. Remember, 4 hour 9's our favourites. Daily Euro Japanese yen. So this is now in a blue skies breakout, looking quite blue sky, relative, looking quite bull flaggy. We've obviously got low, higher low. We've got high, higher high. Yeah, I mean, this is bullish, guys. I mean, we have basically met the sort of the target off based off this. Well, we haven't really, that's a lie. So we've got more room to run up. We have got more room to run up in this, and it is looking quite like a bull flag. So well, we've got a daily TD9 coming in 24 hours. So yeah, keep an eye on that. But we can make some nice moves before then. And yeah, I mean, realistically above this level is going to be the continuation to the upside. So we'll just draw that along there. we will get rid of the little arrowhead. I thought I did. Get rid of the little arrowhead, and yeah, I mean, should we go and find a horizontal level to aim for? We should really do, rather than just drawing lines willy-nilly. Let's just, oh god, straighten up. Right, that'll do. That's gonna have to do. Yeah. Let's have a look horizontal. What can we look at? What can we look at? What can we look at? There isn't a lot really. There isn't a lot that I would want to draw in. So yeah, realistically, just gotta play that one by ear. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, trying to mount a comeback, but he's still looking very bear flaggy in this zone. So I would be cautious of any upside. Obviously, this daily 9 holding us up, but as soon as we take that out, yeah, I'd expect an acceleration to the downside, and obviously that's if we take it out, not as soon as we take it out. Like, that's what's going to happen. But yeah, you guys know what I mean. Nothing on the 12-hour to read there, and yeah, nothing really on the 4-hour either. Aussie dollar, US dollar, daily. So yeah, we sort of lost that trend line, but I mean, would we adjust it? Should we adjust it? Probably should. We've got more information now. We'll leave it there, but again, still looks like we could break it again. So yeah, but obviously we've got this horizontal here too. So yeah, it's bullish until it isn't. It's bullish until we do start seeing downside. I mean, I've just adjusted the trend line, but this horizontal looks pretty good to me. I will extend it along here so you can see just how good it is. This horizontal looks good. So if we do, I would probably have that more of a measure, more of a measure for downside, a downside breakout below here basically is what I would look for, rather than necessarily loss of the trend line, because I have adjusted that trend line a little bit. So yes, we just got to be a bit aware of that fact, and we are on a 2-day chart for absolutely no reason. Yeah, so daily 9 looks like it's holding us up, but realistically, is bullish, and is obviously in a bullish trend. Trend is your friend, so I just wouldn't really mess about with that trend. Again, I think losing this level would be would be a good level to try and attempt a short, but yeah, not at the levels we're at the moment. At the moment, just expect more upside. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Let's just straighten this up. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Let's just have a quick look up here. Daily. So yeah, you can see the daily, we're sort of losing this horizontal, but really the main one probably is this one. We should go for, I'm not too sure, we should probably delete that one. Yeah, because this is the better level. Yeah, if we break and close below this level, realistically speaking, I'll target this here, which is obviously going to be near the daily 200 as well. Yeah, I mean, you can just see it more clearly on the 12 hours. Nothing TD wise to look at there, and the 4-hour, nothing really to look at here either. US dollar, Swiss franc. This looks like it's rolling over, looking like it tried to poke its head back above this level. Tried to poke its head above the daily line, got slammed down. So now it realistically is a case of, do we take out the low of this for more acceleration to the downside, or do we manage to get above and close and hold this horizontal, in which case maybe expect to move up to there. Yeah, we're just going to keep an eye on this one. I mean, 12 hour, this is looking like continuation down now. Doji candle above the resistance level, back down. This does look to me like continuation to the downside. I mean, and clearly we'll draw this level, because I mean, it's just that's obviously going to be where we do start to see a good move down. 4 hour, yeah, nearly 4 hour 9, not quite though, but yeah, we took out the 4 hour 9 to the low and came to the downside. So yeah, that looks good. US dollar, Brazilian real. Well, here we go. Here is the some apparent dollar strength, especially against these two commodity currencies at least. But yeah, so let's go to that daily. What are we looking at on the daily? Looking like we're making a beeline for up here. Obviously we've got that level up here. We've got this level broken through here. In one big move yesterday, and we'll just extend this along here. So yeah, we're taking out the level. I mean, this is the next level. Do I think we can just take out 2 levels like that and not realistically have any sort of a consolidation or pullback? Probably not, but we'll see. But yeah, possibly play out this zone. But obviously it's having a strong move at the moment, so we'll have to we'll have to keep an eye on that in real time. No reason to be trying to enter any shorts yet. So here we go, fully slammed in our face, hit our stop as well. Went nicely in profit. I mean, to be honest though, this went a long way in profit. If you didn't have a break-even stop loss or a trading stop loss, or at least a stop loss below at this level here, or just above this level, then well, you shouldn't really not have done. But yeah, now we are looking good. Now we're looking bullish. So after swing failure below, we are now getting slammed, squeezing those shorts to the upside. So we'll just extend this horizontal. But yeah, realistically, this is looking bullish. So yeah. The trade was there though for the taking. It wouldn't have been the big game we were looking for. 12-hour 9 to watch out for acceleration into that 12-hour 9 as well, as you can see. 4-hour 9 didn't do a lot. Yeah, I mean it's looking bullish. So are we going to poke above this resistance and come back down? Potentially. We'll have to see. And yeah, just more bull flagging in this one. More bull flagging in this Turkish lira, as you can see. Just more bull flagging. So I mean, just have to see. We'll have to just, I mean, to be honest, I watched this more out of interest, just out of a casual interest. But yeah, daily 12-hour 9, sort of pinning down price a bit. But obviously, once we take out that horizontal, there will be acceleration to the upside. But until that happens, not really a lot to do in this asset. So there you go, right, guys. So thanks for listening. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. And yeah, and I'll speak to you guys soon.